Most of us fail in life because we're afraid of what everyone around you is thinking. That's 100% truth. So we live by the narrative of other people. A lot of us who are negative people, all we do is project how we feel on other people. So what happens is there's a lot of negative people walking around the planet Earth who are afraid to try. Because a lot of people are very negative in this world. So we are afraid to fail. Why? I told you, man. Shouldn't even try it, dude. Just chill out, relax. Why are you so crazy? Why are you so obsessed? So all that stuff drives the quitting mind, I call it. The mind wants to quit. The mind's tired. The mind's tired. The mind's deserving. The mind thinks it's very deserving. So yes, the biggest problem in this world is other people in your head. They are puppet mastering you pretty much on your life. You want people who are honest with you, who are going to tell you what is honest. Honest and truthful people. So someone who's honest and truthful, who has lived and is accountable for their own personal life, that's who you want in your corner. Say, hey man, you know what? You're pretty dumb for doing this, dude. Like, this is not smart. Or you're being a turd today. You're not getting after it. That's who you want in your corner. Because how am I going to respect you if you're not grinding every day? And I don't mean working out, getting to the gym. Really going out there and grinding. So if you don't know how I'm living my life, how am I going to respect you? So you have to be a hard worker, period, dot. That's where I gain respect for you. So if you're working hard every day, now you have an opinion in my eyes. But if you're just a guy who talks shit and you live this life of talking shit, come on, dude. I understand one thing. You're just talking shit. But if I see you every day of your life trying to be better, every day going through all the wickets to be better, you got my attention. I respect you now. We're all unique in our own right. You can't be muffled. You can't be muffled by these different voices in your head or these different people who doubt you, whatever. Over a period of time, you become the disturbance in your life because you allow all these disturbances to get in your head. Therefore, you have all this shit going on, but you become your biggest bully. And once that happens, it's over. Once that happens, it's over because all you have in your mind literally on a loop is negative self-talk. And once that negative self-talk is on a loop, it's hard to get out of it. You have to constantly rewrite your book every day of your life. These are conversations I have with myself. And I say it everywhere I go, the most important conversation one you have with yourself. You live with it every single day. But most of our conversations are not the right ones. They're not the ones that are going to push us to the place we need to go. They're the ones that are going to keep us sitting in that toxic environment that you've helped create and everybody else helped create, and you just live in it. You live in that muck, and that conversation just plays in your head. That becomes you. The conversation has to become an honest conversation of where you're at mentally. Where am I at mentally? I look like shit. I feel like shit. I'm falling behind in school. I'm lazy. My house is a mess. You have to look at what it is and call it what it is. Don't find words to make yourself feel better. So that's where it starts. It starts with that accountability of it's not okay anymore. This can no longer be okay. And calling yourself out for exactly what you are and exactly how you need to fix it. That's where it starts. When you get to the point where you really don't care, you become very, very dangerous. When you don't care about other people and how they view you, about how you walk, how you talk, how you dress, where you want to go with your life. Because I realized once I was talking to myself the right way and all this shit wasn't in my mind, wow, I went from this piece of shit kid who thought he was dumb, not successful, insecure, who stuttered when I first saw somebody, to a person who can now do all these things just because I now control my own mind. everything about it is accountability. Everything about it is self-discipline. Everything about it is no one's gonna save you. No one's gonna come out of the woods and say, hey, I got your back, man. I wanna take you from all this shit. Some people get that, but very few of us do. So the only person coming to save you is yourself. Don't look around the corner hoping, I wanna sit on this couch and hope for a miracle. It might come to that 1%, but it ain't coming to most of us. So you better start getting to work.
Never stray from the way. That's what this is about. Because there is a path, there is a way, and you know what that way is. You know what you should be doing. And it's hard to stay on that path because it is the path of discipline and discomfort, but it is the right path. And you know that. And it is that path that will ultimately lead you to where you really want to be, so that you can live and you can die without regrets. I think a lot of times people are trying to find the path and they're looking all around different places and different people and different influences. But man, I think so often that path, you know what the path is, and people know what they're supposed to be doing, but they just don't get on the path and stay on the path. Days where I veer off the path and onto the slippery slope of weakness, it isn't discipline's fault. It's my fault. I'm the one that's being weak. I'm the one that's not holding the line. I'm the one that is deciding to take the short-term gratification instead of the long-term domination. When laziness creeps in, it's not discipline that opened the door. It's me. It's me rationalizing and explaining and justifying that laziness. When I decide to take the easy path instead of the righteous path of discipline, that is my decision. That's all on me. It's me deciding to cave to my weaknesses and become a slave to them. And when I make that error, when I let discipline down, there's only one thing to do, and that's get back on the path. Get back on it. And then step it up and go harder and push more and pay for your transgressions. Cleanse yourself in the fire and the suffering of the discipline and get back on the path, the hard, unrelenting path of discipline, that path that leads to freedom. Be strong. Train your physical strength and exercise your mental strength by doing the right things, the hard things. The things you know you're supposed to do, do them. And be as strong as you can mentally, physically, and emotionally. You have to learn to detach, and you have to be able to focus on things that actually matter. If you can start trying to discriminate between things that matter and things that don't matter, and the way that you do that is by detaching from everything. And then you can pay attention and you can assess logically, not emotionally, what's important and what's not. And you focus on the things that matter, and it's going to make your entire life a lot easier.